Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving you my Taurus January 2020 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Anyway, people, first thing up is as far as January goes, the Sun will be in Capricorn from the 1st until the 20th. So the 9th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on philosophy, religion, higher education, expanding one's horizons, in-laws, grandchildren, sometimes even importing, exporting, foreign travel, traveling abroad, publishing even, in religion. Given that this is Capricorn energy, this may be done with a lot of planning, a lot of premeditation, very methodically, very systematically, done with a lot of caution, a lot of prudence as well, but also very orthodox energy. This could be a time where, if you're focusing on expanding one's horizons, expanding your horizons, so to speak, it may be done where you're being maybe somewhat conservative at this time, Taurus, maybe just going a little bit outside your comfort zone, but not too much out, not taking any great big mammoth leaps too quickly. Some cases too, this could be to shine the light, so to speak, on a Capricorn in-law or grandchild. It could be a Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies those characteristics, and maybe even focusing on an Orthodox religion at this time in some cases. But anyway, or we should say maybe what you would see more as a traditional or conventional religion. So anyway, people, next thing up. As far as January goes, the Sun will be in Aquarius from the 20th until the 31st, so the 10th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on one's career, livelihood, vocation, the dominant parent, which is often the father, public image, reputation, notoriety, recognition, success, authority figures, attaining a position of authority, even, and given in social status, one's stature in life. Now, given this is Aquarius energy, this may be done really perhaps with a lot of consideration, especially matters with the dominant parent, which is often the father, a lot of selfless energy, and also too, really, Aquarius energy is also, it's something that could be very innovative and unorthodox. It might be focusing on an unorthodox career, or one which might involve some innovation or invention at this time. And also too, Aquarius energy can be, just very, unconventional. And it could also be too, a lot of these matters with the 10th house might be done, with a lot of Aquarius is also very independent energy. And the thing about this too is, in some cases, this could be where, the Sun in astrology can be about the dominant male figure in your life, and this could be a time where a dominant male figure in your life, it could be a Aquarius Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies those traits, might figure more prominently in your stature in life, your career matters at this time, attaining some kind of prominence or notoriety, fame, or recognition at this time as well. So, and it might even be the focus on an Aquarius dominant parent, which is often the father. And given that this is Aquarius, given that it's the 10th house, I'm sorry, let me go back, rewind, be kind, rewind, people. This could be a focus on an Aquarius dominant parent at this time, and it could be Aquarius Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Aquarius characteristics. So anyway, people, next thing up, there's going to be a full moon solar eclipse in Cancer on January 10th. So the 3rd house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So as I've spoken about before, as far as eclipses go, they could be very serendipitous. Actually, it could be something that starts out as something adverse or negative, but it could manifest into something actually positive in the long run. And given that this is, I mean, you're talking about full moon, solar eclipses in Australia, lunar eclipses. I mean, this could be about some kind of departure of somebody that had been prominent in your life for some time. It could be, given its Cancerian energy in the third house, it might have been somebody that may have been simply nurturing or care or showing a lot of care for your short journeys, your your local transportation, Taurus. If you were in some kind of situation where you were limited in local transportation, maybe there was some dependency on someone as far as that goes, and now maybe it could be coming to an end. As an example, but at the same time, when you're talking about this energy, it could manifest into something positive. It could wind up being a revelation, so to speak, given that we're talking about full moon lunar eclipse energy. As far as where you maybe and being more cognizant of having to be even really caring for nurturing your own short journeys at this time, more so than dependence on others. I have Taurus rising, and I have something right now where I've been dependent on other people for short journeys for some time. So it could be nurturing your own vehicle or something at this time, if as far as short journeys go. But this could be, I mean, there's manifold meanings to this. This could also be some cases, again, going back to departures and endings and culminations. This could be, sadly, in some cases, it could be the ending of some kind of connection with a sibling, a cousin, or neighbor, because you're talking about full moon, so lunar eclipse energy. It could be something that may have been very sustained for a very good period, and it's really could have some life-altering implications. Just like what I talked about before with the short journey thing, that could be very life-altering. It could be a major transition or turning point in your life. This could be a time where, I mean, somebody, I mean, given that this is Cancerian energy, it could be a situation where maybe it was with a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or one that simply embodies those traits. The situation might come to an end with this person, that relationship, and it could be, again, a sibling, a cousin, a neighbor, someone you may have known from your early education at this time, Taurus. It could also be, in some cases, just simply maybe a writing or something with journalism that was done at this time might come to an end. That was something with that was Cancerian related, which could have a life-altering impact on you. Maybe it'll lead to some prosperity or money, especially if this is making a sextile or trine to your natal Jupiter or Venus, something Cancerian related, such as something with the home remodeling, renovation, something about roofing, something about the family, something connected with cooking, or just some matters with the past that you were reminiscing on. So it could also be a time where one might, I mean, you're talking about full moon lunar eclipses in astrology. They could be very powerful blow-ups. This could be a time where you might become simply tired, exasperated, or full, and overly temperamental, moody, fickle, changeable, overly clingy, dependent, over emotional, perhaps sibling, cousin, neighbor, someone you knew from your early education, someone that was prominent in your short journeys, and maybe something comes to an end at this point with this person. So those are some ways that this could be really at this time. Some ways this can manifest and pan out. So anyway. Well, there's going to be a new moon in Aquarius on January 24th, so the 10th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So in some cases, this may manifest in beginning some Aquarius-type career or vocation. It could be something with astrology, aerospace, astronomy, innovation, computers, electronics, even rocket science in some cases, something that involves some form of humanitarianism. It could be something that you do with a friend. And speaking of friendships, this could be a time too where, in some cases, this could be the start of a friendship that's with somebody that might figure prominently in 10th house matters, such as your success, your stature in life. Someone it's going to be prominent in your career. Or it could even be rekindling a connection with a dominant parent. That could be an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Aquarius characteristics at this time, and also maybe beginning to have more of a reputation for being considerate, selfless, humanitarian, even innovative, unique, and unorthodox, or even a little bit of a rebel and a nonconformist at this time, Taurus. Hold on a moment, people. Sorry about that, I'm back. Anyway, next thing up, well, Mercury will be in Capricorn as far as January goes, from the 1st until the 16th. So the 9th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Well, at this time, one way this may manifest and pan out, it's really important to guard against becoming overly despondent or melancholy in matters with higher education, religion, in-laws, grandchildren. But at the same time, you might find yourself communicating about Capricorn related things with in-laws and grandchildren. Could be things that are about business or politics, matters with the government, even dental issues, in some cases career related matters. And might be talking about career related matters in which you can kind of go out and expand your horizons, going outside the box. The conversations with ninth house people may be rather serious and really just very conventional, nothing really, over the top. And at the same time, you might be communicating about Capricorn related higher education courses, possibly if you are planning on attending school or if you're currently doing so. It could be something connected with, taking some courses with the government or business or politics or something. With accounting, anything that could be Capricorn related. And as I've stated before, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Capricorn characteristics that might figure more prominently in publishing matters, matters with your in-laws, grandchildren, perhaps. Matters with religion and religious congregation, and even traveling abroad at this time, and even expanding your horizons. Now, next thing up, well, Mercury will be in Aquarius as far as January goes, from the 16th until the 31st. So the 10th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, well, you might find yourself at this time, Taurus, you might be communicating about your future as far as your career goes, and even maybe about friends that might have an impact on this at this time. There might be more conversations with friends that might be playing more of a role in terms of your stature in life and attaining success, but also communicating about Aquarius-like things, like with the dominant parent, which is often the father, people prominent in your career. It could be talking about matters connected with innovation, new technology, computers, electronics, aerospace, astronomy, even astrology at this time. And it could be a time too where you might be thinking about going outside the box in terms of attaining greater status, notoriety, and recognition. As I've stated before, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Aquarius characteristics. It could be people that might be prominent in your career, your public image, your reputation, your stature in life, social status, attaining maybe some matters with authority. But in a lot of this, whether they're more beneficial to your detriment, a lot of this can be predicated and dependent on aspects it makes to points in your chart. Sextile trine to your natal Jupiter, they may be more auspicious in these matters, but adverse aspect to your natal Saturn, they might be actually causing some loss or sorrow or dejection, especially matters with the public image, the reputation, and career related matters. Next thing up, well, Venus will be in Aquarius as far as January goes, from the 1st until the 13th. So the 10th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, Taurus, if you are unattached, you may connect with an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Aquarius characteristics. It could be somebody that might be prominent in your public image, your reputation, your career, attaining success in your life, your stature in life. It could be a person that might be in business, or even an older person, or a business woman or businessman at this time. And also too, you might be spending money Might be some unpredictable spending, unanticipated spending you might have to do as far as the dominant parent goes, which is often the father. Matters with your career, maybe trying to attain maybe greater notoriety or recognition at this time, Taurus. And thing about that, or maybe on some business related matter, or even on older people at this time. And it could also be a time where you value more independence and freedom in your career at this time and doing, and also just more, really more, you might be valuing at the same time more, let me see, Aquarius could be about very non-conforming energy in innovation and showing ingenuity, maybe in certain things you're doing that are associated with your career at this time, and even matters and things that you might be doing with the dominant parent, which is often the father at this time, and also about going out, valuing going outside the box in 10th house related matters at this time. So anyway, well, last but not least, Venus will be in Pisces as far as January goes, from the 13th until the 31st. So the 11th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, if you're unattached at this time, Taurus, you may connect with a Pisces sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Pisces characteristics. And it could be somebody that you might meet at a group, club, or organization, or could be somebody that might have been a friend and it escalated into something stronger. It could also be about a lot of, like, spending you might do that's really might be unrealistic in some cases, on maybe some goal or aspirations, or spending money on Pisces related goals or aspirations, such as something with the metaphysical, which includes astrology, spirituality, photography, chemistry, anything that could be, maybe even dancing, buying dancing shoes, anything that could be Pisces related at this time. And also, this could be about the enjoyment of showing altruism in matters and compassion toward friends at this time, toward acquaintances. It might be people you may know at some group, club, or organization, and also about valuing, valuing altruism with 11th house people, valuing, you could say, compassion and even imagination at this time with 11th house people, and also about valuing idealism in these matters. It doesn't mean that you want to completely overlook transgressions of friends, acquaintances, people you might know at a group, club, or organization, but you want to try to emphasize the positive over the negative, perhaps at this time. And also the enjoyment of Pisces related things with friends at this time, such as photography, chemistry, the metaphysical, which includes astrology, poetry, dancing. It could be something related with the water or the sea, such as fishing or oceanography. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my Taurus January 2020 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. Stay tuned next time. I'll be giving you my Taurus January 2020 horoscope forecast, part 2 of 2. Until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.